Good morning to all. Next topic is allotropic forms of sulfur. Sulfur exists in two forms. So that one is crystalline form and next one is amorphous form. So the crystalline form includes rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur. So amorphous allotropic includes, so amorphous means here powder form of sulfur. So amorphous form of sulfur includes plastic sulfur, milk of sulfur and colloidal sulfur. So this is the structure of rhombic sulfur. So this is the most stable form of sulfur. It is obtained by slow evaporation of a solution of sulfur in carbon disulfide, that is CS2. So when octahedral crystals of rhombic sulfur are formed. So this is lemon yellow in color. So this is rhombic sulfur. So next one is monoclinic sulfur, that is beta sulfur. So if crystals of rhombic sulfur are slowly heated to 369 Kelvin, so they slowly changes into the needle-like variety called monoclinic sulfur. So this form is stable above 369 Kelvin. So it has a dull yellow color. It is insoluble in water. So this is the monoclinic sulfur. So at 369 Kelvin, both rhombic sulfur and the monoclinic sulfur coexist. So on this temperature, we are calling it as the transition temperature. So at the 369 Kelvin, so both the sulfurs are coexisting. So this temperature, we are calling it as the transition temperature. So when molten sulfur is poured into the cold water, it changes into the ribbon-like yellow ribbon-like structures. So we are getting the plastic sulfur. So this sulfur is very soft and it can be stretched easily. So on cooling, upon cooling, it one changes into the hard. So the sulfur exists in the liquid as in the liquid and also in the gaseous state. So at around 140 degrees Celsius, monoclinic sulfur melts to form a mobile pale yellow-like liquid called the lambda sulfur. So next one is sulfur dioxide. So the formula for sulfur dioxide is SO2. So next one is the preparation of the sulfur dioxide. So from the sulfur, so large scale of production of sulfur dioxide is done by burning sulfur in the presence of air. So sulfur plus oxygen gives the sulfur dioxide. So in the presence of excess amount of air, it forms the sulfur trioxide. So about 68% of sulfur is oxidized to sulfur trioxide. So and then next preparation from the sulfides. So here we are taking the ZNS. So ZNS means zinc blend. So we are going to roasting that ore in the presence of oxygen. So the zinc sulfide is changed into zinc oxide. So and SO2 gas is liberated. So next one, so FeS2. So we are heating in the presence of oxygen gives the Fe2O3 and the SO2 gas is liberated. So in the next one is the laboratory preparation of SO2. So SO2 is prepared in the laboratory by treating a metal or metal sulfide with the sulfuric acid. So here metal copper we are taking. So copper mixed, we are heating that copper with the sulfuric acid means it changes into copper sulfate, sulfur dioxide and the water molecule. So next one is the properties of SO2. It is found in the volcanic eruptions. So it is released from the power plants. So it is the colorless gas with suffocating odor. So it is highly soluble in water. So next one is the chemical properties of SO2. So SO2 is an acidic oxide. So it dissolves in water to give the sulfurous acid. So acidic oxide means it liberates the H plus ion. So here SO2 we are mixing with water means it gives the sulfurous acid. So the sulfurous acid decomposed to give the H plus ion and the SO3 minus ion. So any compound which releases H plus ion we call it as the acidic. So reaction with sodium hydroxide and the sodium carbonate. So here sulfur dioxide reacts with the sodium hydroxide and the sodium carbonate to form the sodium bisulfite and the sodium sulfate respectively. So here SO2 is an acid. So any acid react with the base gives the salt. So here SO2 is the acid, NaOH is the base. Both are reacting to give the salt. So SO2 reacts with NaOH to give the sodium bisulfite. So next SO2 reacts with the sodium carbonate plus water gives the sodium bisulfate plus CO2. So here CO3 carbonate ion is there. So it releases the CO2, carbon dioxide. So again this sodium bisulfite gives the sodium sulfite plus water plus SO2. So next one is the oxidizing property. So the sulfur dioxide oxidizes hydrogen sulfide to sulfur and magnesium to magnesium oxide. So sulfur is in 3 oxidation state, plus 4 oxidation state, plus 6 oxidation state and plus 2 oxidation state. So the sulfur, the plus 4 oxidation status changes to plus 6 means, so we call it as the oxidation number is increasing. So we call it as oxidation. Suppose the sulfur oxidation number plus 4 is changes to plus 2 means we are call it as the number is oxidation number is decreasing. So we are call it as reduction. So here H2S, so that H2S hydrogen sulfide, so react with SO2 use sulfur and the water. So in the H2S the sulfur is in -2 oxidation state. So it changes into the sulfur here. So changes into 0 oxidation state. So -2 to 0. So the number is increasing. So we call it as oxidized. So here magnesium is in 0 oxidation state. This one changes into the MgO. So Mg is in +2 oxidation state. So the number is increasing. So we call it as oxidizing. So next one is the reducing property. So as it can already be oxidized, it acts as a reducing. So sulfur dioxide so act as an oxidizing agent, so and also as a reducing agent. So it reduces chlorine to the hydrochloric acid. So SO2 plus water plus chlorine gives the H2SO4 plus HCl. So two acids are formed here. So here Cl2 is a 0 oxidation state. It changes into -1. In HCl, the Cl is in -1 oxidation state. So the number is decreasing. So we call it as the reduction. So it also reduces potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate to Mg2 plus and Cr3 plus respectively. So in the KMnO4, so the Mn is in the +7 oxidation state. So in the KMnO4, so Mn is in +7 oxidation state. So this one changes in the MnSO4. So the Mn oxidation state is +2. So the number is decreasing. So we call it as reduction. So in the K2Cr2O7, so the Cr2 is in +6 oxidation state. So this one changes into, so in Cr2SO4 tries, so Cr is in +3 oxidation state. So the number is decreasing. So we call it as reduction. So next one is reaction with oxygen. So the sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen, use the sulfur trioxide. So we are going to conduct that reaction in the presence of catalyst. That one is vanadium pentoxide. So this reaction is used for the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. So next one is the bleaching action of sulfur dioxide. So in presence of water, sulfur dioxide bleaches so colored compound into the colorless compound. So here SO2 plus water gives the sulfuric acid plus 2 hydrogen, 2 nascent hydrogen. So this one changes the colored compound into the colorless compound. So next one is uses. Sulfur dioxide is used in bleaching hair, silk, wool, etc. So it can be used for disinfecting crops and plants in agriculture. Structure of sulfur dioxide. So in sulfur dioxide, so the sulfur is in sp2 hybridization. So one S and 2 oxygen atom is there. So the double bond arises between the S and the O due to the P pi and the D pi overlapping.